ladies and gentlemen.
We got brand new competition over here on Leagues Online. Please subscribe to Old School Gamer Live. Bring your gamepad and your pride. The competition's ramping up, and this is where you draw the line. If you got the passion, then you got the time. We got classic arcades. All you have to do is press rewind. From Nintendo, Capcom, Taito to Konami, Midway, Data East, Sega to Atari. Outrun anyone in the ever Ferrari. Become a rad race on any board and don't feel sorry. I'm battling waves of brigades and it feels so gnarly. I'm jumping through hoops and circuses just like Charlie. My killer instinct, bashful and spectator lobbies will ruin the party. Turtle shells all over your body. We got King Creole brings the stress, no quarter brings a test. Bring your A game, shut your mouth and nothing less. Here's the quest, are you ready for the competition? Recognition on leaderboards beyond our comprehension. Be that one, be that number one guy who will decide on Old School Gamer Live.
What is going on, everyone? Another episode of Old School Gamer Live, slapping you right in the chops. I hope you guys are doing absolutely phenomenal. Out there, I got my boy KC, and I got my boy Ryan with me. Guys, what is going on tonight?
Trying to take it slow. It's been kind of a weird, long day with staying home from school day. We got smacked like 6 inches of snow, so I got a lot of stuff done today, but also just kind of need to lay around a little bit.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's going on with you, KC? You're muted. That's the first thing that's going on.
I'm muted. No quarter did that on purpose now. No snow here. Sorry, Ryan, but just hanging out. Happy to see you guys on this Thursday, man.
Absolutely. I am pleased to see you guys. We got two guys with us tonight that I am absolutely thrilled to hang out with, talk to. They got some really awesome products, guys. If you have not seen POLYCADE yet, you're going to be absolutely, completely blown away. I know I have been. Yeah. Real quick, subscribe to Old School Gamer Live, guys. Over there on the left, you can get a free digital subscription, or you can subscribe to our YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook page. Get in on that right away as soon as you possibly can. I want to get right into the magazine update, Ryan. What's going on?
What's going on is I spent actually a lot of the day today working on our convention edition. That's something we've done twice before, and we're working on number 3 this time. This is the edition we hand out at all the conventions, Comic-Cons, retro gamer expos, that kind of stuff. Putting together some unique content in there and then using some of our greatest hits of great material that's in it. That sucker goes to press in about a week. March issue also goes to press in about a week or two.
Wow.
So it's kind of busy times around here.
You got everything for me that you need for all that?
I think we've got everything we need. We need to spend some more time talking about our dreams for this summer of taking this little road show that we do in our basements on the road a little bit. Just kind of a tease there for everybody, but you're going to be able to see us put this thing together.
Yeah, we are. What Ryan's talking about is we are going to be bringing some live tournaments to these trade shows into different arcades. I have some plans. Ryan does as well. We're putting them together, and it's going to be sort of a really powerful, really fun live tournament series that we're planning. So stay tuned for that. We will be able to talk more about that soon. Is that all you got for magazine update, my friend?
I don't have a lot of excitement on that other than we're thinking a couple issues out. If you've got ideas as to what you want to see,
send them on.
Pass on to us. Either bring it up in chat in here, and if I don't see it for some reason, no quarter will get it to me. We want to see what you guys want us to do. I was talking with a couple of our subscribers, a couple of our board members. They were suggesting we do more in the retro computer arrangement. I said, well, check the latest issue. We've got some. We're doing even more with it. So tell us what you want to do. This magazine is our labor of love to the retro community, and we want to make sure we're serving you right.
Awesome. I know I am excited to hear some TI-99 stuff. That was my computer, my very first computer back in the day.
I think I've got a picture of me opening mine up as a Christmas present. I got to find that picture.
That needs to go in the magazine, Ryan.
Yep.
Hurry up, find that picture.
Let's see who we got hanging out with us in the chat tonight. We got Wrangler. We got Gene.
Cynthia.
Yep, Gene and Cynthia's hanging out. We got Sacro. What's up, man?
We got a special guest. G.I. Joe is here. Man, I used to play with G.I. Joe. Oh, Joel.
It's G.I. Joe with an exclamation point.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Cynthia, we got Adam. We got Seeps. What up, man? Good to see you, man. We got Raven.
Raven
all the
said
regular,
mute LA.
all the regular characters hanging out. Mulry, what's up? Renzo, right here. There's old Squash Bug Games. We are excited for Heavy Metal Titans, man.
Yeah.
99, yeah.
Loading games off my cassette tapes. That's what it was.
Cassette tapes.
Yeah, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I really did, man. Loading and playing games off of cassette tapes, that baffled me, man. Oh, that was so cool.
It still baffles me.
It is. It's so cool. All right, let's dive over to our latest retro news. Casey, what are we talking about today?
Man, this week, I'm sure a lot of you seen, there's a trailer. There's a certain movie that's coming out about a special game to a lot of us. A lot of us played this game especially when the first Game Boy came out. I never played it on PC. I know it was out probably on PC first, but Tetris has a movie about how the game came about in North America. The trailer is fire. I can't wait till that movie comes out.
I'm gonna have to check out that.
So, hey, we got something for you, Ryan. So, no quarter. Fire away.
It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. I played for 5 minutes. I still see falling blocks in my dreams. It's poetry, art, and math all working in magical synchronicity. It's the perfect game. Tetris?
Tetris.
Tetris. Tetris.
Tetris. I don't get it.
It's a combination of tetra, Greek for four, and tennis.
Tennis.
The Russian inventor, he likes tennis.
This game isn't just addictive, it stays with you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Hank, only 10 other people in the world have seen what you're about to see. It's called the Game Boy.
Package it with Tetris.
Can you get us the rights?
The Soviet Union had worldwide rights. Nothing gets out easily. I'm gonna go to Moscow.
You're walking into a country that still considers America enemy numero uno.
Okie dokie.
You sure you don't have to talk to your wife about this first?
Pioneers have to bet the house to win.
But not literally.
Listen. Have you ever heard our apartment this quiet before?
This is the inventor of Tetris.
Your game is brilliant. I'm gonna make you a millionaire.
Mr. Hodges, have you ever negotiated with the Soviets?
We're here for Tetris.
Вы все здесь только ради денег.
What do you say? I don't speak Russian.
The most powerful man in Communist Party is watching you and your family.
Do you know where your husband is?
What the hell is going on?
The world is changing, and Soviet Union will not be left behind.
You want to play with the big boys? This is how the world works.
Where is my money?
This is insane.
We can't protect you.
Sometimes you gotta forget the rules.
Go!
This is criminal. The Soviet Union is about to implode. They're lying. Everybody's lying.
Go home! The cavalry is coming.
We don't have time.
I have a plan.
Oh, come on. You guys are the kings of cliffhangers.
Not too bad.
Okay, we all noted it was Apple TV Plus only.
Apple TV, yeah.
7-day free trial accounts.
Get your trials, guys, because this movie, I'm telling you, I've got flashbacks. I remember that was the only game I had because it was pack-in. I didn't get a new game probably until my birthday. So I spent a lot of time on this game. So check that movie out when it comes out. No quarter. Give me a Tetris memory. When is the first time you touched Tetris? You too, Ryan. I got to hear this one.
It was definitely on Game Boy.
Game Boy was the first time.
Yeah. It was Super Mario World 2 and Tetris. I had those two on Game Boy for forever, and that was all I had.
Yep.
Yeah, I played the heck out of that game, and I love the NES version too. That was very similar to the arcade. I mean,
yeah.
Boy, did they do a great job on that game.
I've got the arcade machine in my house. First of all.
Oh.
Well, in a cabaret.
Wow.
Nice.
Let's see.
I've never seen that.
I have a Game Boy. It's the only game I play on it, but I have a bunch of other games too. I just haven't played them at all, and they're probably going nuts in the Classic Tetris World Series right now. You know those guys, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We need to get one of them in here right
We do.
afterwards.
Yes, we do.
Right after it drops. Actually, I'll make a note of it. I know exactly who to get a hold of.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah, they have the new technique where they tap the bottom of the controller. They hold the controller.
I see it. Yeah,
I've been to a couple of the championships up in Portland. It's a freaking blast to watch.
Yeah,
totally rocket. And it's neat how they do the whole game to get the same people get the same pieces in the same order and everything. I mean, we've already talked about getting you guys up to the Portland show, so you'll get to see it live.
Wow,
awesome.
Yeah, 7-day free trial accounts.
Get your trials
on there.
You don't have it.
Will allow me to watch the movie. I'm not going to pay for another stream.
All right, well, guys,
let's talk for the week.
Let's talk about. Okay, very good, Casey. Let's talk about our game of the week. Last week, we have goal. Now, like a fool, I picked this game. It did not have online leaderboards. So the way we're going to remedy this is we're going to do an online giveaway right now in the chat. All you simply have to do is type in the chat right now, #goal, and you will be entered to win. We will spin it at the end of the show. Do not let me forget, guys. You know I love to do that crap. So do not let me forget. And we will somebody will win a new, what we're going to call, I don't know, we're going to come up with a name for it, but we're doing a triple pack of back issues of Old School Gamer magazine. Nice. So if you are interested in building up your Old School Gamer magazine collection, or if you're just interested in anything that we do, this is the perfect way to get in on building your collection. So,
and I sent No Quarter a picture to piggyback on that. I put up a magazine rack in my man cave, and I put my Old School Gamers that displayed. So when people walk in, they see those beautiful covers in a rack.
If you're showing off the place, I have one guy here, Urbandale, 15 or 10 minutes away from me, that has, when people come over to see his collection, he gives them a copy of the magazine. If there's some that are regular subscribers and supporters of us, tell me. I'll send you a couple of them out. You know, if you've been with us for a while and supported what we've done, just to kind of spread the word. That'd be very cool.
Nice.
Awesome. Let's talk about our game of the week this week, guys. It is Operation Wolf on Antstream. So get in on this. You can play this for free. You just have to log in to antstream.com and I think watch a commercial or whatever, and they'll give you enough points and you can jump on and play along Operation Wolf. I have been having a blast playing this on my tablet. It's hilarious on the touchscreen.
Oh, because you're just pushing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing like this, and dude, it's a blast. That's the best score I've ever got, man. It's hilarious.
I was gonna say, hey, I saw No Quarter score. I'm like, how did you get that?
Yeah, on the freaking tablet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably cheating, but whatever. It's still really.
You have more than one gun because you're doing like this, right?
Yeah, I'm going like this on the side, so I'm.
You're not supposed to have two guns. You're supposed to have one gun.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's yeah. You
should have kept that secret. See,
now I know that, huh? All right, this week's weekly roundup, guys. All the tournaments that we love to promote and love to get involved in. POLYCADE, our boys that we're bringing on here in just a couple minutes, they have an awesome Asteroids tournament going on right now. I love what they're doing. They are combining their games with certain artists, and so it's bringing this whole new flair to the game that you've never seen before. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I love the idea. I love the concept. These guys are bringing some really cool stuff to the market. MCAP's at Games Legends Ultimate Pinball Tournament is rocking right now. Get your scores in before February 22nd there. That is the deadline. It's a really fun one. Sunday night's Fight Night. Our pal Gary Ray has an awesome Street Fighter.
Yeah, it gets real.
All kinds of fighting game stuff going on over there. Check his stuff out. Our pal Warren over at Neo Turf Masters. Check out his tournament. It's the February Classic for 2023. He's done every year for 6 years now. The deadline is coming up. It's on Tuesday, February 21st, and the course this week is Australia. So get in on that. And we already talked about this week's game of the week, Operation Wolf. So there's that, guys. Right. Now I'm going to bring on our good friends of Old School Gamer, the POLYCADE boys. These guys, wait till you see what they're doing. I got Ron. I got Tyler. Guys, how in the heck are you?
How's it going, guys? Great. Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Definitely. Now, how long have you been doing POLYCADE? It's been a few years now. You guys have developed some amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's been a labor of love for going on 7-8 years now.
Wow.
Wow, really?
Depends on when you
meeting Tyler when I was at the now I can't remember the name of the show, the CES. Walking by, seeing arcade stuff at CES, like you always see a little bit of video games, but seeing arcade stuff at CES and saying it's like, well, this what they have isn't quite right for my house, but maybe someday.
Right. Hey, Roy said, maybe someday.
Well, it's the premium level of the arcade products. Basically, it's all steel construction. These things, they're ridiculous. Before we get any farther, I want to play this video I found. I thought it was super.
Got this, Tiffany. We got this.
George, what do we have for Patrick? We got great prizes back here. It's a really fun arcade game, designer bags, and a cool electric motorbike. First, combining modern design with a retro gaming experience, this wall-mounted arcade features a PC with 8 gigs of RAM and a 1 terabyte hard drive that's capable of running thousands of games from the classics to modern hits. 16 hand-picked games of your choice are included from POLYCADE.
That is awesome.
That is, man.
That is so awesome.
I wonder if that person guessed the price right. Ron, Tyler, did they get it right?
You win?
Yeah, a few of the punks have, definitely. But yeah, that was such a trip for us to see the first time. Growing up in the 80s, and like I feel like those shows were just on constantly.
Oh man.
And so to see like us as a prize on in that format was just really a cool thing.
Definitely. What all models are you guys selling now? I know you've created some new ones. I like especially the retro that I see Ron behind. That's the Retro 2, right?
Oh,
you're muted.
We don't have audio.
Yeah, you're muted, Ron.
Am I?
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
We got you now.
Hold on, you went back out.
How about now?
There you go. Now we got it.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is actually a Retro 1 that's left over.
Oh, okay.
Look at this.
It's left over. I mean, I could take it out off your hand.
It's kind of my baby. It's loaded up. I got it loaded up with my ROMs and my Steam games and stuff like that on there. So I got games that I feel like nobody ever likes, like Beavis and Butthead, and
well, that's funny.
Heck yeah, I play that.
General Chaos.
College Slam up there.
Yeah, General Chaos is one of my favorite. I like the Haunting on Sega Genesis.
Nice.
Got General Chaos over here. Big fan of what Brian does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Brian's a genius.
Yeah, just one of my favorites. Games I like to play, Paperboy, things like that. It's funny, Paperboy is so simple, but I pull it up quite a bit.
What I like about that, Ron,
the first level,
yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty good. Of course, my son is better than me now at 9 years old.
Right.
I like the fact that you don't have to deal with somebody on your shoulder. They can just look at the screen. That's pretty dope.
It reminds you of the days of Dragon's Lair screens on top of Dragon's Lair. When
the Dragon's Lair had it.
Well, the Bally Spectator screen. Bally had a whole line of them back in the 80s or whatever, where it was like these giant boxes on top of them. But the whole idea is, from across the bar, because we do a lot of pay-to-play, for somebody to just see from across the bar and be able to get in line and put their quarter down or whatever. Now it's a card.
I feel like arcade machines are the original esports, right? Like, adding that like viewing screen. I always think back to like the scene in Tron where they're at Flynn's arcade and Flynn's like laying it down on some machine and everyone's crowding around. Like,
Well, how many people playing Mortal Kombat back in the day? Your tippy toes were like on fire. I mean, it was like burning them up. You're trying to look over.
Trying to get over the crowd. Yeah.
Well, I'm 5 foot. Tyler doesn't have that problem. I got that problem. My toes were killing me at Haunted Trails here in Chicago.
That's how it was.
Waiting for my next Mortal Kombat play.
Yeah, that's how it was when Street Fighter 2 came out, man.
Oh, yeah.
You're 5-6 rows back trying to see what's going on. Yeah,
exactly. So the spectator screen is like perfect. And even with the Luxes, we just mount them right on the wall. So we have a lot of bars around the country where we just mount them right above it, a second screen.
Yeah, those are so nice, man. Can we talk about your tournament, guys?
Yeah, I want to call out real quick that the dates here are wrong. We've
Okay.
pushed most everyone back. That Asteroids Cup is now starting on Tuesday, so that will be the
Okay.
first. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. So, how do you compete, and how what all is there to win, guys?
Yeah, totally. So you have to buy our edition of Asteroids, which if you haven't been following along with the project, we've taken Atari Asteroids. It's the same type of gameplay, and reworked. We worked with a modern artist named Chantel Martin, and so Chantel redid all of the artwork for the game, and so it's kind of this new experience playing Asteroids, with a different look and feel. And these are a limited edition, right? It's a digital game. There's only 2,000 available. And buying one and owning one allows you to participate in any of the tournaments and events that we throw alongside the game.
So is that how the NFT wallet is involved? I remember Ron was telling me.
We like to tone down the NFT language because there's a lot of hate in the industry for.
Okay.
I think at the end of the day, NFTs are a technology, and it's how you use the technology that matters. It just so happens that a lot of scammers have chosen that technology to run scams and Ponzi schemes. That doesn't mean that the technology is foul. It just means that it's starting on the black market like most technologies do.
Available tool, they're going to use it, right? So
yeah, I mean, DivX was like a tech that like compressed video, and it was adopted by like porn and black market before it was adopted by Disney.
Brings back memories, that old DivX.
But the one thing that it does allow us to do on these digital cartridges, with it having in a wallet, I know we try to avoid the word NFT, is allows us to resell it. So like imagine like your digital cartridges that you buy or digital games that you buy elsewhere, you're kind of stuck with them. With these, you can beef up that score, and maybe someone might pay more later for it because of that, or whatever kind of variety there is about the game, that the copy that you have. So, but just in general, maybe at some point you want to pass on and sell it to a friend. So with it being in a wallet that allows you to do it, that's really the advantage we're looking at with that technology.
You're basically making a digital intangible thing a tangible product.
Yep.
And it's
for the collectors. I mean, I'm a big collector. I know Tyler likes digital stuff better, but for me, like I kind of gave my input towards like I collect cartridges and things like that. So like a lot of the things like we talked about was like when you buy it, if you don't play it, it stays closed, and when you play it the first time, you actually have a box opening, and then it never goes back to that box. It's a cartridge at that point.
Yeah.
So just because I love that collector feel to it.
Yeah. Tyler, I see behind you, you have all those different control decks.
Yeah.
Now, I found a video about the control decks. So let me play this real quick, and then we can talk about.
Wow.
So, is that real? Did I just see that?
Yeah. That's super real. So these are the actual control decks from our like flagship product, the POLYCADE Lux. They can pop out, and we prototyped swappable panels. So all of our POLYCADE Lux machines have these removable button panels. These could be plugged into a PC
or on a bar like me. Because I got one. You guys can't see it, but on my bar, and I got a big TV right here. Wow. I got on the bar, and I got a player down there. Well, yeah, I kind of turned my camera, but
so you can pop those out and plug them into a PC and use them to play.
Okay.
But we also originally envisioned this as like a way to make an arcade machine more configurable, more customizable, right? Like I'm a huge disliker of the Franken panel.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Like, here's the arcade machine that has every single control on it that has ever been used in an arcade machine.
I got you.
I know what you're talking about. I'm a fan of cabinets made for specific games. That's what I
I mean,
think
that's the gold standard, right?
Absolutely.
But there's a big problem with that, right?
Yeah.
Square footage.
and I'm suffering from that right now.
Did you guys ever see the cover of Missile Command where he has all those buttons?
Yeah.
I feel like it becomes that.
Right.
But I saw
It
saw
does.
that flight stick that you just put on, and I'm thinking Afterburner. That's the first thing I'm thinking. I'm thinking all kind of flight games that I could play.
Yeah.
And with a PC, I could play Flight Simulator through Steam.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
Just
that's
map
part
the
of the
buttons,
fun,
you know,
right?
and yeah.
Yeah. I think it's easy to forget that like arcade machines are just a computer running a certain game with certain kinds of controls, right?
Right.
And so like the controls are really what make it unique. Also just the form factor, right? Like having a fully integrated unit that's like the TV doesn't get used for anything else, right? Like it's kind of always on. Like there's something about arcade machines that's just a different experience, right? But it does really come down to the controls. Now, that swappable button panel thing, you know, we've never released any other control decks than this one, which we've always wanted to, but this is where you get into like business mechanics and like what makes sense and what doesn't, right? Like if we were to release a new control deck, our maximum number of people that could buy it is everyone that already owns a POLYCADE, right? So sometimes that stuff just doesn't make sense. But hopefully someday, you know, and if you scroll up there, there's another product we never released, which is that fight stick.
Look like a mini, huh? Like a.
Okay, so that is a fight stick. Then I thought that was just your hot swappable.
That's what I thought too.
Well, it's a standalone fight stick, right? But
okay.
it's also built so that it could be two of those could replace this button panel behind me.
That's neat.
Right.
So there's options.
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, there's options that that was all experimental stuff. We didn't actually, you know, really release any of it. So none of that's for sale. Just the arcade machine with this button panel is available. But
the one thing to note on this is the software is available outside of the hardware. They made that available.
That's key.
A year or two ago. It's PC platform software, and the nice thing is it can take over all your other stuff, like what KC was talking about with running Steam through it. I mean, it can really make an interface to playing your ROM, so to say.
And speaking of that, I have a video of the AGS software right here. Let's check that out real quick.
Oh, hi. I'm POLYCADE. I'm a simple yet advanced gaming software. I support more games than any other major gaming system. You can play your favorite classics, and you can play a lot of the latest games too. We even support third-party gaming services like Steam. All your favorite games together at last on one beautiful platform. You can play from the couch, on an arcade machine, or even build your own. You can even access your game library and progress from any POLYCADE you might encounter in the world. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Very cool. Very, very cool. I have been playing around with AGS. My PC can't run it. It's too freaking old. I thought it was going to be able to do it, man.
Tell me about that. What kind of specs does it use? Is it
my PC? I have no idea, man.
Is it one of those Walmart e-machines?
No, I bought it off eBay or something. No, I bought it off Amazon. That's where I bought it, refurb. I was hoping it was going to
86 or something.
Yeah, it was a 486.
486, yes.
No, it was only a couple years old. So I was thinking, well, this should do it. It was like $500 or something. So I was hoping, you know, this should do it, but no.
We
got some people asking real quick, no quarter. Can Steam Deck run a POLYCADE software?
You know, we have not actually tested this.
I do probably test that because I have one.
Yeah, I'm curious because we do. AGS only runs on Windows. Can you install Windows on the Steam Deck? I don't know.
Yep, you can. Yeah, because it comes stock with Linux, but you could actually, you could put Windows on there.
Nice. Because I've got a video on our YouTube of loading it on this GPD whatever. This thing, I broke it. Whatever.
It's like $1,000 handheld.
Yeah. Cool. And then now it doesn't have a left stick. Great.
Right.
Well, speaking of price, Ron and Tyler, we got some people asking, can they trade their car in for a POLYCADE? You guys have any car can you
What kind of
accept
car?
cars?
Yeah. Probably yes. Most cars should be,
Hey, we had a couple questions come in about some car trading options.
Well, yeah, I mean, one thing that has always been, we're in this for the love of the project. It's a labor of love. That's one of the reasons we've chosen to make like as much about the products modular, so you can get the software for free. Our hardware is built in the U.S. and it's all like where we started trying to make the cheapest machine possible, we sort of went the other direction and made the nicest machine possible.
And I played one of these in I forgot, Angel City Brewery, and that thing is sturdy. I tell folks, if you're investing in this, you're getting a sturdy product. It ain't going nowhere. Trust me.
And those machines, Casey, have been there since 2018.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, we have, and like we really have we've never done. We just like cleaned the buttons once.
Nice.
They get like beer spilled on them and all kinds of stuff. They're just defiled on a daily basis.
I mean, these powder coated shells. I mean, I feel like 100 years from now, you're still going to be able to pull these out at some point.
Yeah, I like to. I love woodworking, and it's actually one of the things that got me into this. But the like old like drill presses and old woodworking tools are all like cast iron, and like the powder coat has been rubbed off for years, and like I feel like our machines will kind of get that patina.
Have a real patina to them, yeah, man. I think they will. I really do.
And 20 years from now, you find one and the computer doesn't work, you just run to the local Best Buy and grab a computer, go to POLYCADE.com, download the software, and you're up and running.
There it is. So which cabs are we got folks asking, Ron, your machine back there is getting some popular hits in this chat. What's the name? What's the official name of the machine for everybody out there?
If you look you're on the page right now. If you go to it's not on that main page, but I know
there. Yeah, there's an arcades section.
Because that one was in there a little bit.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, the only difference with that one versus this one here, if you click on it, is that one's this one's like a Donkey Kong, and then that one's like a Nintendo wide body, 27.5 wide. It's got the neon lights below it, double speakers, a little bit bigger monitor, 27-inch. Two 27-inch BenQ monitors.
Is the internal monitor reset or recessed?
It is.
Looks like it. Awesome. Man,
Yeah, it's recessed. It has that standard tinted glass, so that way it's got that look in there. We had a couple of those at Pinball Expo.
I'm loving this, and I'm liking the lights at the bottom. No quarter's gonna talk about me, but I'm loving it.
We have it in some bowling alleys in Chicagoland area. We got some at some bars in Indiana. Different arcades have gotten them.
So what about this picture frame? I've got folks asking about that too. Now that's really crazy. What you guys got here?
Yeah.
I love this concept, guys.
Wow.
So this was really inspired by the artist and Atari project that we mentioned. We've got there actually on screen there is Chantal Martin's Asteroids. But so, I mean, so many games are really like a certain kind of artwork, right? I think at this point we can all agree that video games are artwork, and we just wanted a machine that kind of pushed that boundary, right? Let's stop beating around the bush. This is art, and now it looks like art.
Yeah. I think it's beautiful, dude. You did a great job with that, man.
That looks in the hallway.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing. It's so low profile. You could even put this in a hallway. It's still playable. It runs our software. We've got a mini PC inside the button panel there.
One like this inside there.
Yeah.
It's got a smaller PC.
Okay.
Kind of like this in there.
Okay.
So
that's what I need. I need something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and there's we should actually do a blog post on this. We did start writing some blogs here and there, because at the end of the day, like we've got our products that we sell, and you can buy those machines if you want, an off the shelf thing. But we also think that you should build your own machine if that's what you're into. And so that's one of the reasons we offer the software for free download. We got into this because we love playing with arcade machines, and like we couldn't find a good software platform that we really solved our problems. So we built it. This controller board, reading my mind over here, is also the next component that sort of supports your home arcade build, right? One of the things that we discovered as we got deeper and deeper into like arcade hardware and like started playing with modern games, right? Because obvious, we got into this because we loved retro gaming. And then one of our friends said like, hey, have you ever tried playing Downwell on your arcade machine? And so I don't know if you all know Downwell, fantastic game. Looks like it's a retro arcade game. Started playing that and like our mind was blown, right? So many of these modern titles play fantastic on an arcade machine, but the arcade hardware out there doesn't support these games. So the secret sauce is X Input. X Input is the Xbox protocol. It's what is built into almost every PC game today. And so by using X Input for your arcade controls, all the games just work, right? Like any game that could be played with arcade controls just works out of the box. You don't have to map anything. No joy to key. Like,
nice.
It is the best.
Joy to key is a mess. I tried.
Yeah, miserable. And then like your friend walks up to your machine and is like, "Hey, we're looking for an easy experience," and the X Input pretty much solves all of that. POLYCADE AGS software automatically installs emulators for you and configures them for an X Input, so that when it comes to retro gaming, you also don't have to do any control configuration.
Very cool.
So really the goal was to make it all as easy as possible, as low lift, and as reliable as possible.
So your SquareCade here is pretty much the flagship product of the
SquadCade.
SquadCade. I see that.
SquareCade is.
How about is that a new product? No quarter.
Yeah.
He's always got another idea for y'all. Always designing. But yeah, this thing. Look at the size of this thing.
He's got a SquadCade.
Yeah, SquadCade. Look at that.
Chief Keef got controllers. He's got them all attached.
Yeah, and that machine's actually kind of backed up. A distributor in California just would buy a bunch. We put them in Lucky Strike bowling alleys, places like that, and it's kind of hard to keep up with.
Yeah, man.
Is that an LCD marquee?
It is. No, it is not. It's a regular marquee. Would love to put an LCD up there, but it's like those are like $1,200.
Yeah, that could get costly.
Wow.
I'm loving the computer space. So you can basically run anything on here.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, especially for like all the great like couch co-op stuff that's out there these days, we're huge fans of speedrunners and Tricky Towers and like a bunch of Steam games as well. If you've ever played Towerfall, you know that it's the best game in the world.
Speaking of that, guys, let's talk about some of the new releases that you have that have come out recently. Ron, can we fire off your machine? I'd love to see possibly that new Dunk
basketball
Lords
game.
Yeah, if you could show that off, or
you know what? I don't know if I have that on here right now.
Once you don't have it, if not, maybe we see some of the other ones. I'd love to see that new Asteroids game too. I want to see the art of that.
Let me see if I can share my screen.
Okay.
Also, Tyler, while he's doing that, we got about 5 questions in the chat that's asking, do you have any plans to go to a 3/4 scale? Yes or no?
No, we do not. Although we are working on bringing back. So we experimented briefly with a cheaper, like a less expensive, cheaper is a bad word, version of the wall-mounted machine, and that was like built in the U.S. and it was also during like kind of a supply chain pandemic like misery. We had a lot of problems with that initial version of the what was dubbed the POLYCADE Lite.
It was the wood version.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
So we are going to bring back. We're working on a version of that will be steel, powder coated steel instead, and will be significantly cheaper than the current product line.
Pretty much like the light that I saw. It'll just be a little bit different design, or the look. I guess
it will be like the Lux.
It'll be like the Lux. I'm thinking. Yeah.
I love the design of that, man. Having it on the wall like that.
Nice, thanks. Yeah, but so there's a little story about that. I told my wife, who is basically like an interior designer, I told her I want to put an arcade machine in the living room. She said, "No way." Those go in the garage or the basement. And I was like, "But this is where everyone hangs out. This is where I want to play, like with my friends." And so we went to the drawing board, and I came up with like 30 different designs and showed them to her, and she's like, "Okay, that one can go in the living room."
That'll work for me.
That's the Lux.
All right, Ron, let's talk about what we got going on here. We got some pretty stiff scores, huh? 44K.
Yeah, so this is the Polycade.ltd, because you had Polycade.com up before, but this is for our Limnitz project.
Okay.
It shows on the top you got your different games. So I'm already logged in up there.
Okay.
If you own a copy, you can log in, attach your wallet, and then it's ready to play here.
Oh, cool.
And then the tournaments live here. So the next one that's coming up is
we haven't built out that page yet.
Right, it's going to be updated shortly.
So you just have to play. Your score is automatically updated, and then you're entered to win. Just that quick, just that easy.
Yep.
Wow. Very
Once
cool.
your copies connected,
very
it's going to
cool.
keep your score up here. Like the last one was beat Nolan. So basically, down here you got Nolan in that color, and anyone that beat him was inside our raffle that we did.
Oh, super cool, man! I love that.
What was Nolan's score? What was Nolan's score up there? What do you get?
Crossroads is not Nolan's game. Let's just say that.
It's a pretty good score, though.
Yeah, that's a good score.
Yeah, but I also want to point out, if you look at that leaderboard list, Wade is on there. Wade Rosen for the other one.
Oh, the tournament one, yeah.
Yeah, the Beat Nolan tournament. So that was fun that Atari got Wade involved as well.
That is funny.
Where was Atari's CEO at? Where's he at?
A little lower. There.
Oh, I beat him. I'm right there.
You beat him.
Oh, yeah, good. All right.
I beat the Atari CEO.
Yeah, we're thinking we may make T-shirts for everyone that beat both of them. That have like
exclusive
Bushnell score, Rosen score, and then like my score.
I like that idea.
You got your brothers in there.
Yeah,
Oh, 8100. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Tyler,
right.
88.
Everybody doing that over in London, right? When
I'm
the
the
scores
best
in.
of my siblings, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, let's see some gameplay of this, Ron. If you could fire that off, man. I'd love to see this game in action.
So I am using right now one of the Polycade 8-bit duals controllers.
Hold that up again real quick. Want to see that?
Just one of these.
Cool. Okay. Nice. A little.
These
Is
are
it
ones that we
Bluetooth
sell
and
inside the
USB?
store.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, it's wireless, but I didn't charge it. So.
Fantastic controllers if you've ever played with them. There you go.
That is so cool.
You can also play the game with the keyboard.
Nice. This is actually a very controllable game with keyboard. You can play it very well with it.
Yeah, I know some of our highest scores on the leaderboard keyboard.
Sorry, I had my video from my attract mode on my Polycade AGS popped up.
One thing that's fun that we're going to be adding into the next release, the next limited, which will be some of the art, the in-game art, will be randomized. So your copy of the game will be unique.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, so like you might get like a rare piece of artwork that's like actually in the game. So in the case of asteroids, you know, maybe,
I love that, man.
Yeah, it could be a fun mechanic, almost like opening a pack of baseball cards or something, and seeing what you got. But it's a video game.
Definitely, man. What a blast. Guys, where can everybody find you online? I mean, just your two regular websites, polycade.com and polycade.ltd, correct?
Yep.
For the tournaments. Awesome.
We're also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Discord.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Because my wife saw the, she just messaged me that frame. Can it play put family pictures on there? I'm like,
yeah,
sure.
Right.
Thanks a lot, guys. That'll win her over there.
Yeah, absolutely, right on. Forthcoming features allow you to like customize the screensavers and all that kind of jazz.
Basically, it'd be the track mode you'd be customizing.
Nice. Well, we appreciate you guys being on the show. We'll definitely have you on again, and we'll be talking soon, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for having
much
us.
appreciated for having us.
You guys have a great night. We'll talk to you.
Oh, check out my beer, by the way.
Oh, I need that.
Oh, well, yeah, we need that. We need that.
Hey, I got old style. I'm in Chicago.
Oh man, yeah.
Nice. You ever buy something for the label and then it's like delicious and you're like, yes.
Awesome. I gotta hunt some of that down.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, Casey, let's fire off our old school weekly countdown, guys.
All right.
Where Casey tells us his 5 favorite games of whatever category. And what is it this week, man?
Well, this week I decided to go with beat 'em ups because that was one of my first genres that I liked outside of sports. But beat 'em ups, you can't get enough of a good beat 'em up. So what you got for me for 5?
Let's see what Hot Shot picks 5 here. What did he pick?
Streets of Rage. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I did not have a Genesis. My neighbor down the street did. I had NES, but we would, how we do, we trade, and I played it on there, and I fell in love with the soundtrack, the graphics. It was cool, so I put that at number 5.
Nice. Number 4, we are sitting pretty with
Final Fight. Now, I played this on NES. Now, a lot of people like to pick and choose. I don't. I think Final Fight was a good game. But Streets of Rage, I like it for the soundtrack. But for Final Fight gameplay, I had to put this above it.
Yeah, I was a Final Fight fan. I had Super Nintendo. I played this game religiously. I was always has been still is one of my favorite games. Let's see what we picked for number 3 here, guys.
Now, number 3, a lot of you have probably put this in your lineup. But there was so much pandemonium. I remember when these movies came out, the Michael Keaton era was special. McDonald's was running their campaign. Everybody was talking Batman. And when this came out, the graphics blew me away. And I had it on Super Nintendo. So Batman Returns was, I had to put that up there.
This is really an underrated game. I do remember that game, man. I love that game. Ronan here says Punisher. That's a very, very good beat 'em up.
You know what? That was honorable mention, though, Corder. That was honorable mention.
Definitely, I had to call that one out because that is one of my favorite games. That is one of the most brutal games. Remember you just kill that guy in cold blood at the end of that round, that first stage, and you're like, man, I don't know how I feel about that. That was an absolute blast back in the day. All right, number 2, guys. What did this lunatic pick for number 2, I wonder?
Hey, now, I knew y'all knew this was coming. Turtles in Time. I don't know what to say about this game. If you were a Turtle fan like me, I did not miss an episode of the cartoon. I had the toys, had the blimp. When this dropped, now, I had the other Turtle games, and they were great. But when this one dropped specifically, I was blown away. Had it for Super Nintendo, of course. And we all would get together, have our pizza. We were human turtles, I guess. And we would play this game. So I had this as number 2.
I remember the first time I saw this game. It was in Little Caesars. It was in Caesar's Palace in Vegas.
Ooh,
they had an arcade. If you guys remember, I don't. It might still be like this. I don't know, but back in the day, they had this Roman town that you could walk through, and it had a laser show in the sky that made it look like it was a real sky. And so, in that Roman town, they had an arcade. And in that arcade was the first time I ever saw Turtles in Time. And it blew me away because it was the next Turtles game. And it was so fun. I love that one.
Now, we got some folks in the chat, No Quarter, saying that they prefer the NES ones. Now, the NES one was good, but man, which one? It was tough as nails.
What was the first one on NES? I know what they're talking about. That first one,
that was
by itself. It was all by itself. It was not a side scroller like the arcade games. It had its own little magic, but it was a fun one, man.
It was fun, but tough.
Oh, tough as nails. I never beat it. Never come anywhere close to beating it. But
I still never beat it. All these years later.
Still an absolute blast to play. I still play it today. Yeah, I really do. I've never had beat it. I will one day. I will focus on getting through that thing. All right.
Number one.
What did you pick for number one? What did he pick?
Number one, I came with the father of beat 'em ups, Double Dragon. That game, man, I played it on a 486 SX PC. That was the first time I played it.
Oh wow!
And I didn't know what to say about it. Me and my buddy played it and on the computer, and I was blown away by the graphics at the time. This was probably '89. Blown away by it. I had to put this number one because I got so much nostalgia for Double Dragon. And I'm pretty good at it. That's No Quarter.
He's all right. He's all right. Speaking of it, I'm going to do a little run through here, see what I can do. Hold it up on the old iArcade here. Casey, if you want to do a run as well, you're more than welcome. Or if you want to do the run on AntStream, we could do that as well. And for anybody that's wondering, let me pull that up real quick here. AntStream has a pretty sweet, where is it? Pretty sweet tournament going on right now. It is a Double Dragon 2 tournament. Let me see if I can pull this thing up. Almost there. I got to go backwards. Here it is. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, there we go. Double Dragon 2 tournament going right now. So get in on that. And like I said, you don't have to pay for AntStream. You have to get over here and get these little coins or rubies or whatever you want to call them to play games. But if you don't want to pay the $1 a month, you can just get in on it free and play all kinds of games on basically any platform, on your phone, on your tablet, on your TV now. There's even AntStream apps on TVs. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I have it on my TV. There's an app on my TV.
Absolutely everywhere. It's insane. But all right, let's go ahead and fire off. Get my name out of there real quick. Fire off. Disappear. Here we go. Can Casey beat my score? We have been fighting back and forth on this forever, but usually he beats me, so let's see what happens. Single credit. All right, let me remember. All right. There's my throw. All right. We might be able to get somewhere here. How did that kick not land? Are you insane? The old elbow throw. The secret of the champions. Ah!
Now, Ronan, I'm on the Uplay Arcade machine. You can get that at uplayarcade.com.
Casey, while I'm playing this, why don't you trigger off some chats there? And read those. Get off of that. All right, yeah, so the technique that I'm using here is a pretty standard technique from way back in the day. Doing the safest thing and just throwing elbows. It's really the only way I know how to get anywhere on the game. Oh! Of course, I'm not going to pick up the knife. Why would I pick the knife up? Oh, that's it? We got one more life. Yeah, I think Casey's going to win this one because he can get through all this pretty smooth. Ah! My elbow failed me. All right. Now the secret, well, I lost that barrel, but oh well. Gene, Cynthia, we got to find some real good retro gaming conventions down there so me and Casey can have an excuse to go down to Orlando. If we can't figure one out, we'll have to create one ourselves, I guess, huh? But here's another cheat, another technique, we'll call it. If you get yourself up in a corner, if I can get up there, might be too late now. You get yourself up in a corner here, like this, and you can sit here and just throw elbows, and they can't hit you. See, he's trying real bad. Oh, he got a hold of me, though, didn't he? Well, I didn't time it very well. So, yeah, he's trying to get up on me, but he can't. There we go. That should be it for him. All right. Ah. All right, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get up in this corner here. Now I got out a little bit. All right. So far. I'm going to just bail real quick from that. All right. Oh, I didn't want that freaking whip. All right. Now if I can get back in there, I'll be good. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Now this guy's tough because he gets up real quick. Yeah. You got to throw, run. Oh, I threw too soon. There we go. That's a proper cadence right there. That should be one more probably. There we go. All right, fool. All right, sitting at 23-7, 28-7-20 now. That ain't half bad for the first stage. All right, here we go. I've got one life left. What can I do? Can I get through this one? Now, guys, don't let me forget to do that raffle. Don't let me forget to do that. Get your, hashtag goal in the chat. Type in hashtag goal in the chat right now to ensure that you are entered into the raffle to win an Old School Gamer triple pack of back issues. Ryan has a ton of back issues, and I came up with the idea, let's give them away. They're do a lot better in other people's hands than sitting around in stacks.
CP said he never knew about the bow method. I tell you, CP, that was the first method.
That's how they did it back in the day, Seats.
Dragon, who's watching Double Dragon right now, said that he the king of elbows.
Yep, the elbow throw was the secret. say you got anywhere in the game.
If you can figure out the timing on the bows, oh my god. Look at No Quarter go. He's got one life left. He think he's cute. He think he's got me.
Now I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to read the chat.
Nah, you ain't reading nothing. Go ahead, focus. Renzo said he's got back issues. I need to send him a box of Epsom salt. Brooklyn said hashtag go. Hey, don't forget hashtag GOAL. Hashtag GOAL to get entered in.
We're going to be, we're going to be doing that quite often, guys. Every episode we will have a different giveaway for back issues and other things too. We do have other merch on the way. As soon as it shows up, then we. Oh, what happened? What happened there? What happened?
You got worked over, buddy.
But it didn't even hit me. That was weird. Here, all right. All right, now I can see the chat. All right, here we go. What's going on, Todd? How are you, man? Good to see you. We got Todd Friedman in here with us.
What's going on, Todd? We're doing a high school run. No Quarter versus KC, Double Dragon. This was beat 'em up week. I went through my top 5 beat 'em ups. Double Dragon's my number 1, as everybody knows. Now, will No Quarter make it to the bridge?
Yeah, well, I get past that because I only have 1 life left. So if that's it, then that's it.
Oh, dang, No Quarter.
Can I reach it?
That knife.
Oh, I really wanted that knife. All right, come here, liver lips. Ooh, all right. That was nice and smooth.
You got him. You chopped him up.
You gotta be careful here.
Hey, I agree, Brooklyn. Double Dragon 3 is awful. 2 is hard. Watch out, No Quarter.
I don't know if it's awful. It's just you're not expecting the you're not expecting it. You know, it's not a Double Dragon game.
Yeah.
It should have been called something else.
So No Quarter makes it to the bridge.
Right, here we go.
He's getting his mind right.
Get over it. Yes. Oh, why?
Oh.
Come on now. Get out of there. All right, it should be okay. Lay down. Ooh. No.
Dang, that dude is a fool, man.
Yeah, he's fast as snails.
How many hits it take for this fool, man? He's behind. Oh! Dang.
One life left, man.
42,000.
42,740 is what he's got to beat.
I'm already fired off.
All right. 42,740, guys.
I'm already fired.
All right, let's see what Casey can pull off here.
All right, hold on. Let me start over. I'm fixing my mic. Let me
Okay.
die here. 42,000.
42,740 is the score to beat.
42,740. Get my mic set up here. I'm just letting him kill me. Come on.
Yeah, boy, when that Sound Blaster card came out, man, that was so freaking cool. I know what you're talking about, Renzo. All right, what is Casey doing here? What is he doing?
I'm trying to start over because I was fixing my mic and the game started.
All right. I guess I'll let this slide then.
All right, now let's go. Come on. There we go. All right, showtime.
You got any audio out of you? Perfect. All right, let's see what this boy can pull off. Can he beat 47? Let's see what he's got. Mitchell, yeah, man. iArcade Zone is done. We are focusing on old school gamer now. So we've moved over here, and all of our efforts are going to be focused on old school gaming. And a lot of live tournaments and stuff are going to be planned, man. So stick around. We're going to have a lot of fun. And now, see, that's the one I remember playing the most. I never really played Double Dragon in the arcade. It was the NES that I had the most experience. Oh, boy, this boy, he's getting work. Nice. Appreciate that, Mitchell. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, you've been around as long as we have, I think, man. You know what we focus on is gameplays and having fun with the community, man. That's all we want to do. That's all we want to do. As simple as that.
Going in at 13-5 on the next scene.
Nice.
See, everything about this game is movement.
Yep. Yeah, I hear you. I never had the money either, my friend.
Oh!
Yeah, NES. The NES for me was I did really good in school, or maybe a birthday present. I remember a couple of years, my birthday present was they would take me to Toys R Us and I could pick one NES game. And that was my birthday present. That was, that was like $50-$60. That was a big deal. That was a big freaking deal back then.
Huge deal.
PS5. Yeah, boy. Do it, man. Hire up and do a Double Dragon run. See if you can beat my score. 47,470, guys. Is that what it was?
Yep.
No, 42,740. That's what it was. 42,740. See if you can beat my score, man. That's what we're doing. All right. What's he going to do? Is he going to do the corner move? Yep. Look at this. Cheating like this. Unbelievable. I never seen anything like it. A real Double Dragon player would be out there throwing fists. Look at this. He's hiding in the corner. Hiding in the corner. Hiding in the corner, throwing elbows. Look at this. Hell yeah. Sure was, man. That NES, I remember seeing it for years. I didn't get an NES until, I don't know, 5 years after they were out. Probably something like that. Longer than that.
Same here.
So it was old news, but it was still new to me. Okay, good. He's keeping good distance. Oh, he even landed the kick. That was you lucked out on that. You know, another system. I remember I was 14 years old. I was working at a flea market, and he got a Sega Mega System in, the original Mega System. And I didn't know what the heck that was. I'd never seen it in my life.
The Mega, yeah.
Yeah, the Mega System before the Genesis.
Master System?
The Master System. That's right, the Master System. That's what it was called. I'd never seen one before, man. And it had a couple of different games. It was right on par with NES, if not a little bit better.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Just didn't have the hype.
Uh-huh.
TurboGrafx 16 as well.
Yeah. I had a friend that had a TurboGrafx 16, but there was only like 2 or 3 games for it at the time. And
Bonk's Adventure.
Yeah, Bonks, yeah.
I'm sitting pretty nice right now, no core. I got 3 lives.
I know. I'm getting a little worried. 42,740 is the score to beat. He just might do this. He's sitting on 3 lives still. Yeah, see, this is ridiculous. His screen might have to just fall off or something, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Messiah says he screwed up one year. Said, "Is that all?" It was the same year my family got me an SNES. Oh, the SNES. I wasn't trying to sound ungrateful, but they loaded me up that year. Let's just say the following 3 Christmases probably didn't fare out real good, huh? I had nothing under the tree. Yeah, that would get you probably. That's exactly what my dad would do. I'd say I'd pop off something like that. That'd be the last time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
Yep, that's it.
Dude, I tell you, the AI on these sprites.
Oh, they're great.
Look at this. I can't even dodge it.
Yeah, the AI in Double Dragon was really ridiculous for back in the day.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Come here, girl.
Yep, I know. That's the thing, man. That's why we do the show. That's why we do what we do. So we have a reason to play the games. We've only got 10,000 games to play, right? So without a reason to play them, then you're never going to play any of them. So right now, your reason to play Double Dragon, man, is we're playing it right now. So fire it off. We gave you a reason to play your games. You can thank me later. Yeah, the Neo Geo, that's still ridiculous prices. That's basically just an arcade system that you would hook up to a TV.
That thing was like $700 then for a cart. I mean, for a system.
Yeah, now it's the carts. Yeah, the price for the carts.
3DO as well was expensive.
Oh wow, Mitchell had a 2600 when they first came out. That's awesome, man.
Ah, yeah, I had a 2600 Darth Vader edition.
Nice.
Come here.
I actually created a. It's still for sale. I have what I called the iArcade Cup / Bank, and it just had a little slot that you put your quarters in, and then you could pull it out and take the money with you, sort of thing. I created that for kids, so you could kind of teach them a little money or whatever. You could do like betting too. You could play with your boys. Whoever wins the final score gets to take the bank home. You get to take all the quarters. Oh yeah, easy. More than that. All right, is he going to get over this bridge? That is the secret to everything, but not really. I mean, he's going to beat my score here pretty soon. I'm sitting at 42,740. He's at 39 already. So yeah, I think he's going to win, guys. So sort of catastrophe has to happen real quick, but I don't think it will. Maybe we're going to trigger an earthquake or something. Well, let's see here. Oh, and he just jumped it like nothing. He didn't even have to gear up for it.
Oh!
Are you playing this on the Uplay?
Oh, yep.
You got some good control on it, man.
Oh!
I don't know. He might. He's so freaking close to my score right now. He's only 1,000 off, guys. And there he is. A few more 100 points is going to surpass my score. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought was going to happen. There he goes. There he goes.
Oh! Whoa!
You have to push punch and kick at the same time. I believe or is it punch and jump? I don't know. There's 2 buttons you hit at the same time, and it'll throw an elbow.
Oh!
But the secret to the elbow is you have to be facing away from your enemy. So you have to get used to that, looking away from them, sort of thing.
Oh, that's nice.
This boy's getting worked. He doesn't care anymore now. He's already beat my score, so he didn't care. Look at him.
I got 1 life still.
Yeah, he's still got another. He's gonna run through the entire game. Look at this. Nice. Yeah, look at this. Not only has he surpassed my score, he's now gone farther than I have. Unbelievable.
Oh! Put that down. Get out of here.
Nice.
Oh! Get out of here. Don't grab no knife. My knife, punk. Put that down. Oh! I missed it! Oh!
Nice.
Oh!
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. The NES Turtles jump, man. Yep. There's in between the buildings. I know what you're talking about.
Oof. Oof. Oh! Oh!
Or no, not in between the buildings. Inside the building. Right? Now, you know what's really funny about that is you don't even jump over it. You just walk right across it. That's really the funny thing about it. And then there's another one that you can jump from the floor up to it. You don't even have to do that. Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Talk about getting worked over.
Yeah, Casey is doing pretty good though. I mean, 2 Abobos at the same time is not easy. If he can just knock one of them down, which he might hear very soon.
Damn. Oh,
How tough are these guys? What is going on here?
Oh, it worked.
Whoa, that was close. That was really close.
They will not go down.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. We never have beat the NES Turtles game. Yeah, the water stage. It was one of the most ridiculous, but one of the most unique and memorable stages of all time. River City Grants, that's a fun one too, man. Very similar to Double Dragon.
Come here. You keep back. Look at the AI. Every time I backs up. Look at this. Oh, wow. Look at this. Man, he's breaking out of every kick.
Unbelievable.
This is nuts, man. Now, this is 1987, right? 1988?
I think it's 87, yeah. Remember, guys, type in #goal into the chat to be entered in to win here. We'll run it here in just a little bit. As soon as KC gets wiped out here. He's sitting at 54. I mean, what was your highest
88
score? About 88, yeah. Something like that. Right below 90, I know. So, I mean, Casey could possibly beat his highest score here.
Live.
Oh, not if he does that. Oh, no.
Off the side.
One of the worst things you can possibly do right there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. All right, well, let's see what he's got. Oh, very good, very good. This boy's running this like a real champ. Like he's got full control over this game. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't have said that.
No quarter. Get him off the camera.
Oh, that'll teach you. That'll teach you to beat my score, bottlenose. That's hilarious.
I believe that I've made simple mistakes, dude.
That's all that game is simple mistakes. That's what you do every single time you play that game. That's what happens. It's how many times can you mess up? That's how far you're going to get. All right. Let's go ahead and run this, guys. Let's see
who wins.
Who wins our triple pack of Old School Gamer magazines. Let's see right now.
Man, Ronan just clipped that. Come on, Ronan. Clip me.
Oh, he's in here twice.
He said, "Rob yourself, clip."
All right,
Maury 101.
Maury 101, my friend, hit us up, and we will get you your triple pack of Old School Gamer back issues. One of the coolest things you could possibly get, quite frankly. You know, I mean, how much information's in that thing? They're just such awesome collector items. And I'll tell you what I do. I take a lot of my back issues and I take them to arcades, and I will just leave them at the arcade. So people will go in there and they will see this thing like, oh, what is this? Old School Gamer magazine. This is exactly what I'm about, man. I never knew anything about it. So that's an easy way of finding a targeted audience to show them a new thing. And our new issue is out, guys. It is absolutely beautiful. It is the new Amazon publication where it's not costing Ryan $10 billion to print an issue anymore because he doesn't have to print 100,000 of them to get a certain price. You can print one, and Amazon will ship that out to you.
Killing the game, man. Killing the game.
Awesome. It's so freaking cool. So now we're able to ship worldwide as well. Old School Gamer magazine is now an international publication. So we're very excited about all that, guys. We're excited to have every one of you hanging out with us every Thursday. Casey, you got anything else for everybody out there?
I gotta go put some time in. Stop making simple mistakes. But I had a good time, no quarter. Great guest, great conversation as usual. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Definitely appreciate everybody hanging out with us. I want to do a quick plug for Uplay real quick though. Go check out my new flea market booth down in Branson. I just got it set up. Go check it out if you want anything arcade related. I do have a lot of my products in there and a whole bunch of other stuff I've collected over the years, arcade related, sitting in there. So if you're interested, go check that out. Appreciate everybody, and we will see everybody next Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time.